Crystal Wade here with Let's Wade In. So glad you could join us today. Today we have a blast from the past, and it is the history of story, which is the foundation of entertainment. Adam and Eve lived in a perfect setting. They lived in a little heaven on earth with no disease or trouble or difficulty or breakdown in the relationship with God and themselves and the animals. It was perfect. And in that setting, they enjoyed their work. And the difficulty to get food and clothes and shelters was just not there because they lived in a perfect environment, which was heaven on earth, which was what we all were made for. And in one day, they lost all of that. Their whole world changed. Our whole world changed. They had to live outside the garden, and the work that had become so easy in the garden immediately turned into such a difficulty. Hard work under the sun all day to break up the ground and plant and grow and work and fell the trees and build the houses and grow the cotton to get the clothes, or kill the animals to get the clothes. So many different hard things to work at all day. And so story became a very important part of their lives. It was a moment in their day as they gathered around the campfire, and as they gathered and the families grew and then the tribes grew, that a storyteller arose in tribes in Africa, in the Native American groups, and then in Greece, all through history and across time and space, in the different nationalities across the globe grew storytellers. And these were special people who had a great memory and a great ability to be able to communicate. And they would communicate stories that were teaching, stories that were funny, stories that were entertaining, stories that gave a history. And also there were sometimes groups. The whole group would act out the story of their history. And it was a time to remember. It was a time to remember who they were and where they came from. It was a time to laugh, relax. It was a time to forget the troubles of the day and enjoy being together. It was a little slice of heaven on earth is what entertainment was. And through the years, and fast forward through history, stage was added. And so the stories went to the stage, and it involved more people and bigger audiences. And yet it was still entertainment. And then that moved to pictures. Black and white pictures were taken, and the technology that allowed the black and white pictures to be taken, the next step in that was motion pictures. And at first they were black and white and silent. And I know that's hard for us to imagine now with all the technology that we have and everything coming at us from every angle, that people were very entertained and looked forward to the break from their day and their troubles going to a motion picture with no sound, not even no talking, but no music either. But they were happy for it, and it was that entertainment helped them in their lives. And then it continued on, and we got movies from the motion pictures, and now we have lights, camera, action, sound, everything coming out 3D. Amazing things. Music also developed through the years, and actually one of Adam's great-great-grandchildren developed the first harp and musical instruments, and you can read about that in Genesis. And music became a part of the stories and a part of entertainment. And in fact, bluegrass music had its roots in families gathering together at the end of their long, hard days, and also in their worship to the Father on Sundays, and they would come together and they would sing with their instruments, and that was their entertainment. And then that merged with a new technology of radio. And radio gave bluegrass its start. They just came together at the same point in history, and it began what is now country music. So each one of these venues of story that is entertainment that merged with technology had an important place in people's lives. It gave them the opportunity to step outside of their hard work and their difficulties and forget their troubles. It gave them a chance to remember their history, and it was good. It was good. Today, in our lives, in our culture, we have swung to the opposite side. We no longer have the extreme, at least most of us don't, have the extreme amount of work to grow all of the crops, get all of the food in, make all of the clothes, build the shelter, which that takes all of your day. And if there's any room to have school to get some learning in. Most of us don't have that level of difficulty in our daily lives. But what we do have is a flood of technology and a flood of entertainment. And so for us, in our day, in our time, our challenge is not to get in that little bit of time to have the entertainment that helps us make it through life, but our challenge is to get a lot of the entertainment out of our lives. Now, how do we do this and why? Well, why we need to do this is because our time is more valuable than gold. You only have one life to live, only one. And it is very important. Each one of your days is very important. And so, yes, the Father, He does like good and clean entertainment. It is He that came up with story. The foundation of entertainment is story. And so that is good and right. But here is how we do that. We just shrink it down. In our culture, it has just ballooned out. And it has taken over so much time in people's lives that they're losing a lot of that time that they could be investing in doing what the Father has called them to do, building a relationship with Him, listening to Him, and doing what He's called them to do. So, don't waste your life. Don't waste your life. Entertainment is good. Shrink it down. Build your relationship with your Father. Invest your time right now. When you get to heaven, it is going to be so fun. The Father has everything that you've ever wanted, and you will get to do so many things. There will be highly advanced storytelling with technology we don't even know about right now. Okay? You'll get to do all of that then. It will be super fun. But now is your time. Your one life, your numbered days. So shrink down this technology, this entertainment here, and invest your life, the days that you have, for going with God, going for the gold.